We are starting off our ranked season. We're 0-0 right now. We're going to use this Darkrai deck, updated Darkrai for extra dimension crisis Pokemon. So this is a dark focus deck. So let's see how we get on. We start off with our Darkrai, and yeah, it didn't go well. It got demolished by this Giratina, and whatever we have next isn't set up yet. So this is an instant loss for us. So our first match of ranked season, we start off with a loss. I wanted to focus on some of these dark Pokemon because they're actually pretty cool. Like the near Lego with its ability to increase the poison damage, and Naganadel, stage 1 can do 40 and poison. So the combination of the two can be amazing. Second match, look at what they pull off the Blacephalon. It literally hits us for 170. That's crazy. It uses a red, uses the beast type, and it catches us off guard. Our third match, let's see how this gets along. They're running Silvally with Solgaleo. And oh boy, we just couldn't keep up with that. Silvally is probably one of the most meta Pokemon out there from this new pack because it can hit for 100. It's really good. And then the Solgaleo, come on, if you can get it up and running quickly, it's you can't stop it. Hit us for 120. In my head, I thought the poison would take them out as well. Then it'd be a draw. So at least with these losses, we've all learned something. And so we're on 100% losing start. So we're gonna have to change that. We're gonna have to cook in the background. We'll come back and we flip this around. All right, let me cook. Due to the horrible start, we had to go back to the old faithful. We went back to the OG deck that helped us go as close to masterable as we could. That's DarkTina, but we made some improvement on this OG deck to take into effect obviously all the changes that the meta has seen. So obviously we've got the repel in here, and what we're going to try and do is obviously deter them from attacking and also slow them down. So right now we're going to put the fossil in, and then they have a choice. They can either lose the fossil by discarding and attacking, or they wait it out, or they evolve if they manage to get the pieces, because you can't switch between them. So they're kind of stuck, and that gives us time to build one more turn, and then we can attack. So it depends. Yeah, they lost the patience, and they haven't got the Rampardos as well as the rare candy, so they've tossed it away. Now they're poisoned, and next turn potentially they can hit for 100. So I can use one of my PCLs and heal, so I'm out of range, and now I've got my Darkrai, I can start pinging away. So just do a little chip damage. Next turn I'll be able to attack them, and I don't mind. Well, they will, yeah, they'll attack, take me down to like 30-ish. I'll be down to 20. I can heal up and then attack them and take them out. Then I'll have roughly 30-ish. But obviously the repel at the beginning helped build up our energy. Otherwise we would have been out of it. And yeah, I'm surprised we haven't drawn a lot of our Pokemon. And even if we lose, there was no point using the PC because I'm like, I'll be down to 10. They need to knock me out anyway. Like, they probably got the evolution as well. But they don't. If they don't, I win. Yeah, doesn't matter. Whatever the case is, I'm gonna win because I hit for 100 and the poison, which makes it easier. Yeah, so that simple thing, like Rampardos, Silvally are everywhere. But that single part, that using that repel at the beginning, putting that fossil in, was the key to victory. Slowed them down, gave us time to ramp up, and now we got the win. But yeah, that is a big obstacle you have to think about, is that Silvally and Rampardos and how you're going to tackle them. And that repel was the only way that we could have won this. First win, let's go. We're still repping the DarkTina. Let's see, we got double dark, they're running dark. What could they be? Okay, Celesteela, so they're running the Guzzlord. Oof. And if we get a near Lego, that's like the perfect start. Another Giratina. I think that's, yeah, that's all our basic. We've got all our basic. This is like the perfect hand. What we top it off is a Poison Barb and a Leaf. Swap my backline out for a Poison Barb and a Leaf, and it's the perfect hand. And we get red card. Okay, everything's falling into place. So usually if you don't have a Leaf, I try to power up the one at the front. But I think because this is going to be kind of a slow game, by the time I power up my Darkrai, we'll get the Leaf. Because Guzzlord can only do 30 for the next 2 turns. I probably will get a Leaf, and look, I've got the Leaf already. So I've got my Pokemon out already. The only thing I'm waiting for is like my supporter cards. But usually I would power up the one at the front, but also considering Guzzlord's ability to remove energy, it's like, you know what, I play it safe. I don't want to waste energy. And usually I would wait a bit. I don't mind sacrificing the one at the front. Sometimes if I know like my other Pokemon, they can't knock them out, I can retreat, blah blah blah. But I did not want them to. I think they had a chance because it does 120. They might have a red because it's common for them to run a red, I think. So I was like, you know what? Let me go on the attack, and I don't mind losing my Giratina because to get this Guzzlord out, all I need to do is a ping, and then I can take out another one of the Pokemon or get it in range. And that because I've got Cyrus, so they could even get the Guzzlord out like after this, but I'd still be able to Cyrus something. So I'm going against how I would usually play, but it's only because of what I see in front of me. And because I've got the Cyrus, I know my hand is low. They're unlikely to red card me. But if they red card me, they improve my hand because I'll have 3 cards, or unlikely to Mars me because I've only got 1 card. So they bring the Guzzlord in, Poison Barb. So they don't have Lusamine yet. And I Cyrus for the win. I don't need to ping them, and they concede. Yeah, this deck feels very good. I mean, it's starting to get more wins than losses. Then stick to that deck. But when you're getting 3 losses in a row, you have to switch something out. And with the DarkTina, well, there's reason why it was so good. Like you can switch between Darkrai Giratina. Like if you're weak to something, you can just switch it around. There's that little bit of flexibility in there. What we do is repel immediately because we want to slow them down. And unless they got a leaf, the Arceus, has to stay in there. They can't attack me. And so they're powering up the Arceus. So unlikely they're running Ilima. Gives me a chance to ramp up my energy, and I'll get my energy before them, right? So they've put 2 on. I'll get 3 next turn. Actually, they'll get the energy first, but they can't knock me out. Okay, finally get the Darkrai. I start pinging at them. So this is not the best hand, but we make do, and we try and squeeze out a win where we can. So we've only got 2 of our Pokemon. We've got Poison Barb, but Poison Barb doesn't affect the Arceus. They got the Carnivine, so they should attack me because they won't take any hit. But I think they misplay here because they should have attacked me. I'll be down to 20 health. Yeah, and I'll attack them, and then I can ping them next turn. Yeah, they messed up. And obviously, if they started running away, I could have Cyrus them, pinged them, taken an attack. Yeah, they realized they messed up. So we got to capitalize on all their mistakes to get those wins, to rank up. With this deck, you kind of want to go first, but then you also only want to go first if you got that Giratina. So on that first turn, you can start building your energy. But then going second isn't bad because then you've got 2 energy on, because you'll have energy from your energy zone, and then you're able to ramp up. And for those that don't know, Darkrai Giratina is the perfect pairing, is because it's a slow build. You don't need to attack. If you start attacking, you can't use your space time bellow, so you need to complement Giratina with something that isn't attacking. So that's why a lot of the times when you can attack, it might be more optimal for you to build your Giratina, especially if you're running a single energy that isn't psychic, because the only way you'll be able to get that energy, because you need minimum 3 to attack, 3 psychic. So you're gonna have to be patient, and you need to make sure whatever's out in the lead can either tank a hit, or you losing that doesn't damage your chances of winning. So we're going against obviously a Zero Aura. I'm guessing they have like, no, they have the Luxray. It'll be interesting to see which one they're running. So just take the electrical cord away just so they can't para anything up. And next turn we can leaf out. They got another electrical cord, which isn't good. So if we ping them, I don't think they get the energy, because it's not from an attack per se, not a direct attack. Yeah, so they didn't get the energy. So they're running the old Luxray, so they'll be able to target the one at the back. Yes, they'll be able to target the one at the back and not get any poison damage. Yep, so they've got Volkner. So there are 2 ways to get that energy, for the electrical cord as well as Volkner. After I put this out, I realized this may be my mistake, because now they can one-shot than illegal. Because I completely forgot. I was just thinking poison damage, yes, Nihilego, extra damage. Oh, if only, because I can hit them for 80, they'll be down to 30, but next time they'll get the energy and they'll definitely target the Nihilego. Yeah. So literally by mistake, I would have won next turn if I didn't put that Nihilego down, because every one of my Pokemon can tank a hit. Yeah, that sucks. Downgrade. Let's go to the next battle. We are going first, so hopefully we get a Giratina, and we do. Rock, that means Silvally. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of Silvally Rampardos, so you gotta make sure you got a deck that can handle it. That's the thing. It's like, do you specifically make a deck specifically for them? It's like the whole Oricorio situation in the previous season. Do you compromise your deck just so you can handle them? But then how do you attack the rest of the field? So I don't. The only reason I would run the Silvally Rampardos as well. The only reason why I don't is because I don't have the Rampardos line. But it is a cool deck. I like my fossil decks, but I can't run it. Not on this. So I run what I know is consistent, flexible, can take a hit, can maneuver around, and this deck can, and it's strong. And I use the repel. This is my best way to stunt them. Is they put the fossil down, repel their type null. Now I get to get rid of it, or they get rid of it themselves if they haven't got the evolution. Now it's an easier game because they don't have that Pokemon that does with the 130. Yes, this one can do 100, but it's not the same. And that's how we take the win. So literally, most of our wins have been by using that repel, putting that fossil in, and they're trapping them. And with round card, yeah, this DarkTina deck, but improved DarkTina deck feels amazing. Psychic Pokemon, so we're gonna put the Darkrai first. Okay, they're using dual energy, most likely. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the dual energy because it's too inconsistent. You can get lucky some matches, but you can get unlucky some matches. At least with running single energy, it's all in your control. You know what you're gonna do, but then yeah, the opponent knows what you're gonna do as well. But I like to be more in control, that I don't have to blame the energy zone. Yeah, power up. Yeah, they'll get their energy on the Giratina first because look, they're putting psychic energy, they're ramping up. If they have a leaf, they can come in next turn and just try and attack, but I'll put in the poison barb. So even if they have a leaf, they'll take some damage. And yeah, if they had a leaf, the game's theirs. Because I've only got 2 energy on my Giratina, I can't do anything. They'll take out my Darkrai. So I'm getting my Giratina ready in case they do. And if they don't, I've got a leaf as well, so I can start going on the attack. So we play, and we don't want to use the Guzma yet. We don't want, because the play will change if we start using the Guzma. Yeah, so we're going to go on the offensive. We don't mind losing this Giratina because we got a Darkrai. So we put the energy on the Nihilego. We don't need to ping them because we can definitely take out this Darkrai. So we can just set something else up. So we take out this Darkrai. They're gonna come in. Yeah, mine. I'm happy with losing this Giratina. They should come in with the Giratina attack. They go down to 150, but then they'll go down to 130 because of the poison damage. And then if I Guzma them, they're down to 110. And I take them out at 110. Because of the dark weakness, I hit for 120. That's why we don't show we got the Guzma. If they saw that, they would have gone a different route. They would have been more, then it would have been a bit more tricky if they put the Darkrai in. But they saw that they have more than enough energy. But even then, I think they don't factor in the poison damage. And I got the red as well, even if I didn't have the Guzma. So I had different routes. And people don't factor in that Nihilego poison extra damage, and that caps it off. Off we're on a roll. Let's go, another match. We're going first. Do we have Giratina? No, Darkrai. Going against Lightning Energy. Okay, Tapu, Koko, EX. So if they have an Oricorio, that is bad news, but the Nihilego, it can help us. We don't have a Poison Barb. We don't have a leaf. Well, we have a leaf, but then I would have preferred Giratina. And the red color, so we don't have it anymore. But they give us, okay, they not the worst. They give us something decent. And we red card them just so to slow them down. Put a poison barb just so we can, get them worrying about their health. And if you get a Nihilego out, oh, perfect. So we might lose this Darkrai. We got them poisoned, but heart of the cards. We were meant to get our leaf back, and we do. So we don't. So we're keeping things alive, and we can start powering up, keep ramping up. We'll ramp up the one at the front just so we can threaten them with an attack to see if they run away, or we can pivot out. Okay, so they want to go toe to toe, so we'll attack, take them out. Yes, they'll pass on the energy, that's fine, but we've removed a big hitter from them. They'll remove something because I don't mind losing the Giratina because I don't want to lose the Darkrai because of the ping ability, so I can start whittling down the Oricorials. So I don't show my Nihilego yet. I just want to get my Darkrai ready and start putting an energy on the Giratina just so we can pivot. Because they'll attack, I don't mind them attacking. Got a cape just to get it a bit out of range if I need to. And they've got nothing in the backline that can do a lot of damage. They Mars me, but I had nothing really important in my hand. So I've got 2 energy on my Giratina already, so I can pivot out. They put a poison barb, so I just take it off and remove any others. So I'll whittle this down. If they attack, they die, so they have to rotate out. They put the Tapu Koko EX, they Guzma in, so that's not great, and they get it low. So I have to get out of this. Put my Darkrai in full health. It can attack. We ping them for 20 and do 80 damage, and now they're low. They can't one-shot me, so they have to pivot back to the Oricorio. But I can do a lot of damage to this Oricorio. I'll ping them, let them attack me one more turn, but then they realize if they attack me, I can come in with my Nihilego. Yeah, this deck feels pretty good, even though it's taken us a while to get out of that, straddling point of Ultra Ball. 1 and 2, but it feels good. It's handling some of the meta Pokemon right, the matchups. It doesn't feel as bad as I know other decks would. So, no, it feels good. And looks like we're going up against a Gallade deck. Yep, with Space Time Bellow. And obviously, kind of don't like going up against this deck because we are energy heavy. They do more damage to us the more energy we have. So we just need to make sure we calculate our energy correctly so we're out of range for a one shot from Gallade. Okay, so they evolved to Corellia. They don't have the Gallade yet, so I'm guessing they still won't have it next turn. That's what I'm thinking. I can't use a repel, start pinging away at them. Next turn, I will be ready to attack. And I think I'm out of range for Gallade. I think I'll have 70, 80, 90, 110, 130. I'll have 20 energy left. So they're searching for that Gallade. Yep, they evolve. I'll have 20 HP left. So I can one shot them. Then my Darkrai is ready to take out anything else. It's unlikely when they don't have the energy to attack with the rolls or anything like that, or even if they could evolve, I don't think they have anything. So I didn't even have to risk my Giratina because they're already poisoned. I ping them for 20, attack them, and then the damage can take him out. So I could have sacrificed my Giratina to take him out, but I had the leaf. I can protect it in case they have the Gallade, and I'm out of range for a Gallade to take me out, and then sweep. So I had various options to take them out. We're on a 3-win streak, and we finally, I think, break even. So from the horrible start we've had, we managed to recover. Let's go. Before we wrap up, here's the deck list. See, it's slightly tweaked along the way, but this is the deck that we settled on. So Mars, Red Card, Nihilego, the Poisons. Try it out. Let me know how it goes. Bye boy.